What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. I'm Picasso. Thanks for joining in. Today we're going to look at this, the EpoMaker Aula Win 60. It is a 61 key magnet switch keyboard, magnetic switches, right? You guys seem to love the video on the Ajaz 680. This was my first gaming keyboard with magnetic switches. Still one of my favorites to this day. Really awesome performance out then. Just gonna go ahead and slide it out from here. So this is just a box that it comes in. Win 60 magnetic switch keyboard. Very nice packaging, feels very robust. Can hear a little bit in there rattling. Let's see, what do we have here? Magnetic switch keyboard, number of key 61, FN key, multifunctional. We have the product size, product weight, let's see, what is this? Through current, the voltage, and the connection is USB Type-C. So this is a wired keyboard, all right? Let's go ahead and just take off this plastic. Let's turn this around and let's see what we have inside the box, shall we? First of all, the box, clean box, just some branding on the front here, nothing on the side. There, we already seen the back, nothing on the top. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. All right, and we are greeted with the product manual. We are greeted with some instructions. Okay, a 30 seconds quick operation guide. On the back, we have something to scan the QR code for the website. I'm assuming that's where we're going to get the software from. It should have software. I hope it has software. Let's take it out from here. This says, so let's see what accessories we have. We have a switch keycap puller. We do have some extra switches. What else do we have in here? We have some, like some screws, to be honest. Well, not screws, but some little, actually, yeah, some little rivets or screws. That's probably not rivets. Forgive me. We have, oh, okay. So it comes, okay, I see what those things are for. It comes with this little, I don't know what you call them. It's almost like a lanyard, right? It says Win 6 HE series. And then we have the USB cable, traditional A to C. Just a basic cable, not braided or anything like that, but that's okay. Then let us get to the piece de resistance. So we have the keyboard itself. I'm going to take all of this stuff. We won't be needing any of this right now. I will keep the band and the little metal pieces there. Here we go. Let's get to the board itself. Removing the plastic. Oh, it's fully, oh, there we go. And let's take this out. Interesting, it looks very, very similar to the 680. Very similar to the 680. Okay, of course we have that little area right here for the lanyard. Very clean. Now this should have RGB. There's the back there. No adjustable feet, a little bit of branding there, some more branding there. On the side, that side profile, pretty clean. On the front, some more branding over here. The other side, clean with just a minimal design there. And on the back, clean as well with the USB-C port here. All right, let's get a feel for the sound. we do have double shot PBT keycaps. Okay, it is tray mount stabilizers. It's 0.3 milliseconds latency. It is hot swappable. It is Hall effect switches. Of course, it does have adjustable trigger distances, and it does have an 8,000 polling rate. Okay, as for the switches, so all it says here for these switches is that they are magnetic Hall effect switches. All right, we can see them here. Very nice. And the board does have RGB. As you can see there, they are south-facing RGB. Let's get a sound test for the switches. Okay, so not bad. And I'm very interested to see what this looks like with the RGB on. So let's go ahead and place the switch back in. We are going to get the software and we're going to dive in there, see what we have, and they get a little bit of hands-on as well. First things first, let's get the strap on. Let's go ahead and get the strap out of the packaging here. Let's check the material. Okay, we have, okay, so this is like the clasp that holds it together. So I think all we're going to do is just put this through here. Just like that. And then we're going to take this and put inside and we're going to clasp it together. Okay, so they do have to screw in. We get my precision screwdriver here. All right, now, I've never done this before, but it should be pretty straightforward. Going to take the top part here. I'm just going to take one side of it. And then we're going to put this through here, like so. We're going to do the same for the other side, like so. Then we are going to push them in like that. I'm going to take this top part here. I'm going to put it on like that. I'm going to give it a twist just to hold it in place. Then I do the same with this one. Give it an initial twist with my finger so it'll hold in place. And then we are going to simply screw that in. And that's pretty much in. You can put that back. And there we have the strap. So I'm just picking it up by the strap. I'm holding it by the strap. Here it is. You can see that it is fully secured. So very nice. My first keyboard with a strap. I actually like it from the first time I saw the Wooding HE, right? I think honestly the Wooding is probably the first that, you know, really started this whole big focus on straps and also magnetic switches. So let's get this thing plugged in. I'm going to turn off the lights here so we can take a look at the RGB. We're going to download the software. We're going to take a look at some more of it. But actually before that, let's get into a little bit of some more information. Okay, so of course it's Hall effect sensors. It ensures millisecond level precision for quicker and more accurate inputs, right? It can go from 0.4 millimeters to 3.4 millimeters, pretty much how quick the button presses register when I tap and, you know, when the inputs are received. And man, using the AJAZ 680, like, it's ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. I've tested that like crazy. I can't believe how accurate these things are. It's definitely just crazy. Of course, they are linear magnetic switches. It is compatible with multi-systems, you know, a wide different ranges of systems, of course. Let's see, what else do we have here? It is the N key rollover, meaning every keystroke is accurately registered when multiple keys are pressed at the same time, right? So that's pretty cool. That's pretty much it here. We have the software to get into. Let's see here, hot swappable, tray mounted stabilizers, of course, Mac Win Android support, 0.3 milliseconds latency, anti-ghosting, Hall effect switches, adjustable trigger distance, double shot ABS keycaps, 8,000 polling rate. The material of the board is plastic, right? It is plastic. Let's see, what else do we have here? Built-in battery, of course. It is from EpoMaker, as I mentioned before. That's pretty much it. We just need to now get the software, plug it in, and take a look at the RGB. Let me unplug that one. On my setup, I currently have the F65, the EpoMaker F65 here. That's, you know, I really like it. I like that the legends are front-facing and not, you know, bird's eye view. But that's what I was using. So let's go ahead, plug this one in, and let's take a look at the RGB. Let's see, and then hopefully I can connect it to the software. I think it is web-based, so let's see here. We're gonna plug that in. There we go. Okay, you can see the RGB there. Well, right now it's just red. Let's check functionality. FN and control. That is going to switch the light colors. FN and Alt is going to switch the light modes. All right, then we have FN and some other buttons is for brightness, light speed. Then we have the different modes. FN and A is for Windows, FN and S is for Mac. And if we short press the escape button, that is going to reset everything to default. So let me hit the lights again. Let's short press escape, but I think we have to, let's see here, short press the key combination, press, okay, so it tells you whether you need to short press it all. So short press and escape, that's going to reset it, I think, so like that. That should reset everything, all right? So then we have the switching colors, and let's see here. So if we go like that, that's going to switch the different colors. Then this is going to switch the modes. Okay, then we have the light speed. So if we go, you see it's blinking white, so that's the speed. That is the, let's see, is that the highest or the lowest? That is the highest speed. So then we can go like this. And now we're at the lowest, or slowest speed, I should say. And then the brightness, so it's fully bright now. So let's see how dim it gets. You can see it gets really dim till it's not even visible. And the wind lock is on. I did put on the wind lock by accident. Let's get this back up to max brightness. So not very bright and not very dim. This one's kind of a fading thing. Let's change the... I have not found the mode that I'm looking for, but that's okay. Let's see, and that's the lighting settings here. All right, let's get into the software. Here we are on the browser. Here we go. We're going to go to Allow. There's our Win60HE. We're going to hit Connect. Going to Allow, and here we are. Okay, so what do we have here? We have different profiles. We're on the default right now. You can see the FN layer, right? It tells you these certain things, not remappable, not remappable. So you are able to remap the keys. Okay, that's cool. Let's go back to default layer. So we have lighting, we have wave, you can change the direction of the lightings. You can go full color, foreground, background, etc. We have neon. My wife, she just bombards me with reels nonstop, all day, every day. Granted, they are pretty funny. Full color. Let's go back to wave, neon, Okay, now, okay, so full color was not, no? Oh, this is reactive, right? Okay, full color was not enabled, so I'm gonna assume that was the problem. Here's static. And static, let's go blue. Blue. Static, blue. Blue. Can I get blue? Maybe I have to click that and go blue. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we have the different colors, or sorry, the different stuff here as well. Oh, speed response. Okay, so that's what this one was. So if you're not pressing quick enough, the faster you're pressing, then the whole thing lights up. That's kind of cool. And then we have ripple. All right. The one I like is neon, and we're going to turn the speed down like that. So it's going to cycle through all the colors, pretty much just like my mouse over here. And that's the slowest it can go. All right. Okay. Wow. Let's go to actuations. Okay. So let's see. Everything is, so key trigger travel, we're at 1.70 millimeters. A rapid trigger dynamically actuates and resets your key based on your intention to press and release the key. All right. So everything is pretty much on 1.70, right? Now, rapid trigger, I believe, is to enable its function and shift. That's going to turn it on. So if I go function and shift, now rapid trigger is on. So for rapid trigger, I have to set the keys, I believe. So let's turn off rapid trigger, and now it should be off. So we're going to go with W. We're going to bring it all the way down. Is it down? Mouse right click to uncheck box. Is it down? Is it down or is it all the way up? Now I'm confused. Because as soon as you press it, you want it to be. Oh, here we go. So let's put this back to 170. And then here we go. So separate presses. So 0.50. Press trigger release reset. Bring it all the way down to 0.2. And that's. Oh, I'm confusing myself right now. Let's see here. As soon as I press it, it presses. And as soon as I take my hand off of it, separate press and release sensitivity. Sensitivity determines how much you need to release the key to deactivate it. I wish there was, I think there is some way. We have the HM1 magnetic switches, right? Calibration. Click start calibrating button, press the required key, hit bottom, wait for the corresponding key to turn blue, and the key calibration is complete. Click to stop calibration. I don't think that's what I want to do. What I want to do is, so separate, okay, so press is that, and as soon as I release, actually, I think that's actually fine. I don't think we need to separate. So I think we want to do the same thing here. And same thing here. Same thing here, WASD. I think that's what we want. We want it to, so as soon as I press it, but that means it's not going to release until it comes all the way back up, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I'm new to this, you know, to all of this stuff like that. We are definitely going to be testing it, and then I'm going to do the same thing with spacebar. I think that's it. E, we can do the same thing with E. Let's see. And I think left shift and left control. These are my gaming buttons. We'll go with F as well. It's usually for interact. R for reload. Actually, I don't think we need the R. F, maybe not the F. Although when I do click the buttons, let's leave F. Yeah, I think that's it. So as soon as I press it, it should register like immediately once I press the WASD spacebar, left control, left shift. It should definitely actuate. What this is now, PRCS. Not sure what this is. Hotkey function and R shift to apply. Basic keys, extended keys. Now please create PRCS keys. Don't know what that is. Don't think it's anything I'm gonna need. I'm gonna leave that. If you know what it is, please let me know. Let's go to other. We can disable. So if Winlock is on, disable the Windows key. Okay. Disable Shift plus Tab. Disable Alt Tab and disable Alt F4. So you can actually disable all of these. So that way you won't have to worry about all of those things, right? I like to keep Alt Tab open though, because I like to check my recording software. Right now I'm on a 1-monitor setup. So leaving Alt Tab is going to be good for me. This is really cool. I like that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this, right? The lighting, we finally figured out the lighting. Again, neon is what I'm going to leave it at. And the actuation, I think this is what I want it to be. I could be mistaken, but I think that's what it is. So after spending some time with the Win 60HE, I can definitely say that this keyboard is very, very awesome. Now, the sound profile, you know, it's not bad. It's not my favorite out of the bunch, to be honest. I prefer the sound of the Ajaz 680, even the Aula F65, right? That sound profile I prefer over these magnetic switches here. Of course, the Ajaz 680 is magnetic switches as well, and the F60, the F65 is just you know, mechanical switches. But I prefer those sound profiles over this one for sure. The keyboard is great. Rapid trigger works perfectly. I believe it's FN and Shift that turns on and off rapid trigger. And I mean, it's almost instantaneous, right? Of course, it only goes down to, I think, 0.02 millisecond, 0.02 millimeters, right? For the actual presses to actuate, but it is spot on. It's an amazing board, right? I've already been gaming with it for a couple of hours and I gotta say it is great. It is a definite win. If you come across any issues, of course, make sure that you're using the cable that came with it. I was using my other cable. They're both connected to my PC. So earlier on in the video, you guys saw I was using this cable, which is connected to my PC, but I was getting lighting issues. And when I used another cable, right, then I realized there was no lighting issues. So let's see if I can actually replicate that. So just in case you are getting any type of trouble, try a different cable, try a different port. I plugged this one in. It's not even reading it. I just got an error on the computer, but when I plug other things in it, the cable is perfectly fine. So keep that in mind. Try different cables. Of course, you know, you should use the cable that initially came with the board. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at the Win 60HE. It's a great board, great for gaming, rapid trigger, 8,000 polling rate, magnetic switches, changing the actuation points down to 0.02 millimeters. It's perfect. It's awesome. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I'm Picasso. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.